As you guys know, always grateful to life, God, our creator, and our ancestors for creating this opportunity for us to be able to get together every Tuesday morning. So welcome everybody to another OFC Weekly. So first off, just what to expect. So as you guys just partook just now, we start up our sessions every week with a motivational clip just to get us going. And then we play the ads from the affiliates within the community. Affiliates are partners of the OFC. So they're the businesses and organizations who are here at the service of the members of the community. We're really proud to have them with us. Once we get through that, we do a little welcome like I'm doing right now. And we started off with a little teachable moment where Ken shares a bit of knowledge with us. We have Ken double dipping this morning because after we're done our roundtable, actually, so after our teachable moment, we do a quick intro for the affiliates who are on with us. Then those who are the other business owners who are on with us introduce themselves as well. Then we give the floor to our guests to let us know who they are and what they're doing and how we can be of service. Then I give you guys some quick updates in terms of what's happening within the community. And then we have our featured guests. And actually today, Ken is our feature as well. So Ken is double, triple dipping almost. Ken is our feature today as well, where we have about a 8 to 10 minute session with our featured guests where they deep dive and share some valuable knowledge and stuff with us. Then we have a little question and answer, and then we close and we do it again next week. So that is it. Some quick ground rules. So our sessions, first of all, we are here to network. We're here to connect and build. So please take the opportunity to share your contacts within the chat, get to know each other, connect with each other. Also, when you're introducing yourself, don't hesitate to say your contact information again because our sessions are recorded. So you never know. Somebody might be watching this clip after the fact and might want to connect with you. So make it a point to say your contact information and the best ways to reach you as well. Also, nos sessions sont complètement bilingues. Fait que s'il vous plaît, gênez-vous pas. Exprimez-vous dans la langue de votre choix. Our sessions are completely bilingual, so please feel free to express yourself in the language of your choice. If needed, we will translate. Fait que si nécessaire, on va traduire, pas de problème. Also, I feel there's something else I'm forgetting. Oh, actually, well, today we're not a large group. We've been off for a couple of months, so now we're now getting back into the swing of things. But normally, when we're a larger group, we cap everybody at a 60 to 90-second intro window. We try to encourage everybody to get tight with their elevator pitches. But today I'll be lenient, seeing we're a small group. We have a bit of time, but we will be wrapping at 8:30 sharp. So let's make sure that we all get an opportunity to introduce ourselves, share, and participate and network with each other. All right, so that's my spiel. I'm done for now. I will cede the floor to Ken for our teachable moment. Oh, you're on mute.
Okay. Grand Rising OFC members. Hope you're having an amazing day. Last week, if you recall, we talked about success factors. And what I said is you create a funnel. So draw a picture of a funnel and then think about what do you need to put in the funnel on a daily, weekly, monthly basis in order to get the revenues that you're looking for at the end of the year. It's a simple formula. I actually showed it on a little drawing here. Simple formula looks like this. But if you want a copy, you can always write to me and I'll be happy to give it to you. But what I wanted to talk about today was goal setting. Another thing, there's so many things in life that we never learned in school. Goal setting and the importance of goal setting. And we often talk about setting smart goals, but what are SMART goals? Most of us don't even know what they are. And it's an acronym, but these are things we need to learn. But when we talk about goal setting, the thing is, it's not only to set the goal, but it's to think about what's the expected result? What will be different if I achieve it? Wow. Did I hear you say, wow? I think so. But what about the benefits of setting the goal? How are you going to track it? What are some possible obstacles? We never think about that. We just set the goal and hope it's going to happen. Wow. Nature, right? Things don't always work out as planned. So when we come up against these obstacles that we've got to also think about possible solutions. So I have a nice form, which I can send you free of charge if you write to me and ask me for it. And then you got to come up with some specific specific action steps and identify your targets, possible date to completion, and support. Any support you need to help you achieve your goal and objective. I'm always here. Uncle Ken, friendly person helping you to achieve success on your terms.
I like that. Thanks, Ken, and thanks for always coming with that energy. Greatly appreciated. Always sharing gems and dropping knowledge on us. And the thing what I like about these goal sheets, it helps us to be accountable to ourselves because you write it out and then you see it and then you're able to follow up with it. So definitely that is a key. And Ken he actually supports all our businesses within the community. He's one of our most engaged affiliates that we have because he also helps us in refining and tightening up what our entire business network is about. So thank you, Ken. We appreciate the help and the support that you give to our members. Now, Ken is also an affiliate, but so is Big Will. We'll let Big Will go, and then Ken, you'll come back again just to let people know who you are and what you do. Big Will, the floor is yours. Big Will is one of our
Morning, good
partners.
morning. Hello, hello, hi. So technically what I do is I'm an event planner. Basically, with OFC, I do a lot of different events, whether it's Lovers and Friends, whether it's the comedy shows, whether it's the open mics, sip and paints and all that. But lately, I've been focusing a lot more on the comedy shows, and that's a great place to actually come and network and meet new people and laugh and eat and everything. So basically, it's really entertainment because as business owners or business operators, we're mostly focused on the business aspect of it and always on the go, on the go. So sometimes you need to relax as well. Sometimes you need to take your woman out. You need to go on a date and not just focus on business because you got to balance the whole family life and entertainment and everything. And that's where we come in. So we produce, actually right now, we produce comedy shows every Thursdays in a small setting. From time to time, we have Sunday shows, and now the biggest show that we have is Comedy Kingdom, which is on Sunday, July 28th. This is the show that, like, for people who were asking, this is the show that we had with Just for Laughs, but unfortunately, they went bankrupt, but we are still thriving and we are still going forward. It's inside the beautiful Salon Richemont. So you're getting the whole red carpet treatment, amazing comedians. So that's what it is. So the same kind of comedians that you see, the same comedians that you see on Just for Laughs, Comedy Central, Yuck Yuck, and all those things. So we're bringing them to Montreal, and you don't have to pay the big bucks. I mean, I'll still take your big bucks if you want to pay higher, but we've reduced the price to $50, and right now you're getting Mark Trinidad, which we're bringing in from Toronto. Big Norm, for people who don't know, Big Norm is actually also writing for Kevin Hart. He's a writer as well, and he does a lot of different shows. We have Kenzel Dashington, who just, like we said, we just rocked 20,000 people on stage and doing his European tour right now. He's leaving actually today for his European tour. Rachel Elise, super hilarious, and we actually also given chances to up-and-coming comedians. So there's going to be Claudine Napoleon, which is from Montreal. She's done 2 shows right now. That's basically all she has under her belt, but all shows she's done, she rocked the stage. So, you know what? That's the best way we go about it, by giving them a chance to go on there. It's the same way we started with Akeem. When Akeem first started, we gave him a shot, and now I can't even afford him no more because he's always booked by Netflix. So, but it's okay because we love it to see our own people thrive and whatnot. So it's going to be an amazing show. And you could book directly through the OFC and earn yourself a discount. I mean, you could bring me your money, I'll charge you the full price, or you could book with OFC and get yourself a discount as OFC members or OFC supporters and affiliates and whatnot. So make sure you come out July 28th, Comedy Kingdom. Make sure you come out.
Thank you. Thank you for that, Big Will. Thank you for what you do, and especially for supporting the community and creating these opportunities for us. One of the things I do appreciate when we're collaborating with Big Will is OFC members. First, like Will said, we do get discounts when we're purchasing tickets in particular events. I think in this one coming up, we actually even we'll have some drink specials and stuff like that will be able to
drink specials. You also have your own section so that they could all be together. It's going to be mingled.
That's
so, yeah.
what it is. You know,
and
so we
giveaways.
Go ahead. Sorry.
And there's a giveaway that actually we just locked in. You're getting $100 basically a gift card for Olivia Restaurant. So it's going to be a raffle, and between the OFC members, And it's from the names. Like some people will buy, hey, 3 tickets for me and my friends and put all their own name, then that person has 3 chances. So that's what it is. And we're giving a few different giveaways. So
Thank you for that, Will. So yeah, so that's what it is. So I
I'll
do
be
like to,
there.
yes. So I do like to point that out because it is like our purpose in creating these opportunities for the members is for people to be able to get together and to connect. It's awesome to be able to connect with like-minded people and to be able to build with like-mind. So we're grateful to be able to create these opportunities. All right, thank you, Big Will. Ken, as our other affiliate on the line, please let people know who you are and what you do.
Grand Rising, everybody, once again. Wow, what is the Achievement Center? Well, the Achievement Center was founded 41 years ago. Did I hear you say, wow? We're like a private university. We have programs, and leadership, strategy, sales, all designed to help you to grow your business intelligently. But it doesn't happen overnight. It happens over time. So we're like a private university. When you went to school, you didn't learn how to be as good as you are today overnight. It was 5, 6, 7, 8 months, right? That's how we went to school. Well, our programs are designed the same way. Paced and spaced learning. Why paced and spaced learning? Because it adds to greater retention. If you retain it, you use it, and you can get the results that you want. The other benefit is the teacher. When you go to school, at the end of the school year, the teacher disappears. Well, Uncle Ken is always there for you. He never disappears and he never sends you another invoice because it wasn't about the money. Well, it is about the money partially, like Big Will says. But more importantly, you got to invest in yourself. Professional athletes would never dream of trying to win a gold medal without a trainer and a coach. Why is it as business owners, we think we can do it on our own? Well, maybe you can, maybe you can't. But in most cases, people aren't as successful as they could be. They end up with mediocre businesses 20 years into the future, and they say, why haven't I ever had a gold medal financial result? Why not? A gold medal financial year. Well, things like that are possible when you work with a trainer and coach. We're here. We have great programs, sales and business development, leadership, strategy, and you got me, and I never disappear. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Ken. And again, thank you for the work that you do in the community. Anyways, we're going to deep dive into it in a bit when the floor is yours and you're going into the sales training today. But anyways, people will hear it for themselves because just the knowledge that we got from the courses, game changer. So I'm glad I was able to participate in your course. We have our sister Tashana, Grand Rising Queen, and I see Little Prince is on with us this morning too. So it's
Yes,
a
good
pleasure.
morning. You know, he always has to make an appearance.
Of course.
Succession plan.
Saying your good morning. How's everyone?
Awesome. Thank you, Queen.
Good,
How are you
good.
doing?
Good, thank you. I am Tashana Williams of Orchid Black and Company. I offer dynamic consulting services, strategic consulting, operations consulting if you need help with that. I also do grant writing. There's an array of services that I offer. It's tailored to what you need as a business owner, because there's so many, like Ken said, so many different avenues you can take. There's so many different things you can learn. And I'm here to support you in what you are learning or what your endeavor is, whether it be networking, whatever it is you need. If I can't do it, I know someone who can.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about, like, we come into these meetings sometimes and like we talk about what we do and whatnot, but I wanted to give you I have an ask and I have a give. And so my give, sorry, I'll start with that, is that I love to meet with people. I love to take my time to deep dive into the ins and outs of your businesses to find out where you could tighten it up, or whatever it is your business might need, whether it be networking, whether it be whatever it is you need. I want to know about it. I want to learn about you. I want to learn about your business, your passion, your mission, your industry, and figure out a way that will help you succeed. So for my give, what I do is I offer those consultations for free, because I do believe that you shouldn't charge people for just talking. And my ask is that if you do know anyone who is in that phase or anyone who is looking to network or expand their options, to send them my way. Because conversation keeps us going. Conversation keeps us growing. So
I love that. Thank you, Tashana. And
that is
and it's like I said, we're a little bit rusty, but I feel like I forgot to remind people that the point of being here really is to let us know how we could be of service to you as well. So it's good that you're reminding me of that, and I did note it. So I think there are a good amount of people who could benefit from being able to connect with a person like you. So even just doing the referrals. I know you and I we have a one-on-one today, so I'm looking forward to it. But just
finally.
being able to provide referrals is awesome for you to be able to connect with other people within the community. But thank you,
Yeah,
Queen. Thank you for what you're doing.
thank
All
you. I
right.
put my information in the chat for everyone. If you want to email or book a meeting, my link is there for my calendar.
Thank you, Queen. All right. And now we have a guest with us today. Peace, Brother Walter. How are you doing? Thank you for being with us today.
Yay.
You gotta find
Oh,
your
you're
mute.
on mute still.
Yes, yes.
There you go.
There we go. Thank you very much. Grand rising to you all as well. It's a pleasure to be here. I work in a few different fields. One of them is business development within the web development, marketing aspects, video, creative, graphics, and etc. I'm also working as a broker for various companies with L&B International Foods Distributors, and also one of the primary brokers for upcoming company called sunpowerled.com, which is basically utilizing what's known as photobiomodulation, which is a red light therapy, deep tissue therapy that reduces inflammation, promotes regenerative cellular growth, and enhances the immune system, and a whole bunch of other great things. So it's my first time here, just checking out everybody and seeing the wonderful various variations of businesses, and look forward to being part of the group here.
That is amazing. And you it's awesome to hear the different things that you do. Please tell me other things that you do. How can we help you? Are you looking for a promotion? Are you looking to network? Do you want people to know what you do? Please tell me, because there's a lot of different hats. So let us know how we can be of service.
Right. Well, sales is always a good thing. Referrals is always great. Checking out, I'll send a link to the few different companies that I'm a strong part of. And if there's anything in there that seems to be of purpose or service to anybody else, by all means, take a good look and let me know how I can facilitate.
Amazing. So thank you for that. And I'll make a point to send you my calendar as well. So maybe you and we could book a one-on-one, so we could spend a little time so I can understand a little bit even more in depth
Sure.
about your goals, where you're looking to go. But thank you for being here. And how did you find out about it? Who invited you? Yay,
Lovely.
Tashana.
I did. I
Yes.
did. Thank you so much for coming. If actually I was going to mention, if you anyone in the network has any naturopaths in your network, then please reach out to Walter. He's your guy. This technology, that SunPower LED that he was talking about, is right up their alley. Yeah,
So you like to connect with naturopaths?
Yeah, naturopaths, masseuse, people with spas.
Oh,
It's
now
a
we're talking.
really interesting business. It's been very heavily utilized in the U.S. So we're just kind of breaking into the Canadian market, but this type of therapy has been used for sports, professional sports, people who have endured cancer, diabetes, head trauma, you name it. It's just an
I love that.
amazing, technological advancement within the non-invasive health initiatives.
Okay, I
So
love that.
it's I think right now it's something like a $1.2 billion industry
Okay.
uh, in the US, and it's growing significantly.
Okay, well, this is huge. I see, and you see what Tashana just did there. And actually, so I didn't say it at the beginning, so I'll do my introduction now, and I'll give you guys some quick context. But so now our weeklies came to being because of BNI. I don't know if you guys are familiar with BNI, but BNI is Business Networking International. So they're one of the largest business networking platforms on the planet. And I'm really proud to say that we have one of the first ever OFC BNI chapters. It's actually called OFC BNI Origin, and it's a chapter that we launch here. It's now, as we are know, BNI is not necessarily like, oh, they make it a point to stay away from race, religion, politics, and different things like that. But I am proud to say that we do have a predominantly melanated base BNI chapter, although it's not exclusive to the melanated people within the community, but we did want to create that opportunity for business owners who wanted to get into a type of BNI chapter. So we have that going on. But now one of the things that BNI taught us is that when you're networking and introducing yourself and you want somebody to help to refer, the more specific you can be about who you're looking for, the easier it is for people to send you referrals. So like so at first when you're like, yeah, like you have a lot of different hats that you wear and anyway, however we can help. It was like, cool. That's why I made a note that, you're not a one-on-one and I'll deep dive. But as soon as Tashana said, naturopath, and then you added spas, like I have a list that just popped up in my head that we have naturopaths, we have people who own spas, we have sports therapists within the community. So the more specific you can be in terms of what you're looking for, it makes it easier for people to be able to help, because then they have a clear picture of what you're asking for. Because if not, then we all know a million people, so then it's really hard to pinpoint. All right, cool. So this is what we do when we get together on a weekly. So I am the founder and director of the One Full Circle community. We are way more than just a networking group. We are a community. So what that means is that we have individuals, we have families, we have business owners and organizations who are all coming together, working together. And the whole purpose of coming together is to establish a solid foundation for our future generation. And we don't just say that, we're really about that. We are based on values, values that basically mean that, one, we're accountable to each other, we're transparent, we're honest, we put our best foot forward, we strive for excellence. And by doing that, we're able to set that example for the next generation. And basically so on and so forth. As they see how we do, they're able to continue to follow in our footsteps. But the beauty of it also is that being a part of a community like this, when the youth are looking for mentors, when they're looking for job opportunities, or looking for stages, they know where to go. So I'm really proud and excited to be, of the founder of this community. We're almost about we're over 17,000 members now. And so I'm really happy to have such a huge network of people we can pool and call on. We've been around about 14 years. And I'm really excited just for this opportunity to be able to continue to build with people. We're based in Montreal, but we have members right across the world. So I'm really glad to be able to support and to connect. So Walter, if this type of community is something that could be of value to you, I will share, like I said, my calendar with you, but I also share our values. So you can take a look at the values form that we have. And if the values do align with yours, then you're welcome to fill out the form. And that'll be your first step in getting involved within the OFC community. All right. But regardless, yes, go ahead, Tashana.
I just want, when you're done, let me know when you're done. Sorry.
Oh, I was there.
Okay. Um, there was something I forgot to mention, and that is language services. If you need help with language services, if you need support in French and English language support services, please contact us. Contact myself, contact Pharaoh.
Yes.
Working on some big things right now.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it. But
Yes.
Bilingual Bridge Canada is a new initiative that Tashana, myself, and some of our other partners have come together to do. And again, it's just to support linguistic minorities all over the world. Well, primarily within Canada. All right, but just making sure that it's that the playing field is fair for everybody. So thank you, Tashana, for plugging that. Quick updates I just want to let you guys know about before we cede the floor to Ken, who's going to deep dive with us and give us some our training course on sales. So one this coming Sunday, here in Montreal, We have Mad Poetics. They have I think it's almost monthly. We have Kim Dominic who hosts like these poetry sessions. It's poetry, spoken word, awesome sessions that he does. We'll share the information within the group. Anybody who's interested, just check out Mad Poetics online, and you'll be able to find out the details. I want to remind you guys, every week we have the OFC Podcast Radio. We're on CKUT 90.3 FM and or CKUT.ca. We broadcast live every Thursday morning from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Or you can check us out. You can check the podcast on all popular podcast platforms from Spotify, iTunes, whatever, iHeart. We're all there. Just search, actually just search OFC. You know, we're in the process of changing all the branding to podcast radio, but we were the Empower Hour. So if you search OFC Empower Hour, you'll find all the previous shows. But moving forward, it's going to be OFC Podcast Radio. We're still trying to figure out, now that we have a new branding, how to take our old stuff and bring it to the new platform. But anyways, neither here nor there. And again, this is another opportunity for business owners within the community. We are here for you and to create this opportunity for you to get that visibility. So if you want to get be interviewed on our show, just connect with us. It'll be our pleasure. Again, these are some of the opportunities that we create for members of our community. Also reminding you guys, this is finance season within the OFC. The OFC is broken down into 4 seasons. So from May till the end of June, it's finance season. It's all about money. It's all about getting you guys going. It's all about networking and building and just supporting you guys in your finances. So I'm looking forward. We have a ton of different workshops that are going on throughout this month. We have another one coming up next week, but I'll talk to you guys about it a little more next week. But I went with one of our law firms. We're gonna have another one on budgeting. We have another one on insurance. We even have another one for planning for succession. And actually, we have one of our coaches coming. She's also in Alberta. Sister named Andrea Cox is going to be joining us and sharing about that. We do need to stop making death or transcending a taboo. We need to be talking about it within the community and using it as a tool, like every other community, to plan for future. So just reminding you guys of that. And then the next season's coming up is relationship. That's going on throughout the summer. And then the last season of the year is health. And then we start back over with recognition at the beginning of the year. Last 2 quick things. We have an opportunity for people to get a subsidized training course. So we're getting a sneak peek of Ken's training course this morning, but there's a long drawn out course that will change your life. And thanks to our new partners, which is Afro Entrepreneur, they are subsidizing 80% of the program. So that's going to be huge. So definitely you want to, if you are interested, Ken has already shared his contact info. Connect with him. We just need a letter of interest from you. And actually, I forgot to send you the template, Ken, of letter of interest. I have it. So the letter of interest for anybody who's interested, we could even send you a template. You just fill it out, send it back to us. We're trying to make this as easy as possible for you guys. But
We
the
have
point
12
is,
seats that are open.
who?
12 seats.
Okay, beautiful. Thank you, Ken, because it is limited.
First 12 people want to get those seats. Subsidized program.
Thank you, Ken. Last but very far from least, we are working, we'll do Tashana. We are working on a documentary where we're documenting the history of Montreal Carnival. It's a youth-led initiative that I'm really excited to be a part of in collaboration with Concordia University, West Can Folk Performing Company, and the Black Community Resource Center. And so we have youth that we are training, coaching, mentoring, and we're helping them to be able to lead this whole documentary project where we're going to be sharing what the history of Montreal Carnival has been. So again, and if we have people in the community who have skills like directing, video, actually, Walter had mentioned that, and you're interested in sharing expertise with these youth, it'd be amazing opportunities. The majority of our sessions are virtual, so we don't really have limits in terms of who can support or get involved. So again, we're just excited about creating this opportunity for these youth and documenting this amazing thing that we call Montreal Carnival. All right, I will digress. Anything else I have to say, I'll say it at the end of our session today. I want to give Ken his time to be able to deep dive, and I want to give us a couple of minutes to be able to ask some questions if Michelle has it, if we have questions. Ken, do you need to share screen, or are you just going to present?
Yes, yes. Share
Yes to the
screen,
sharing
please.
screen part? All right, go ahead. You can share screen, and the floor is yours.
Hold on a minute. Share screen. There we go. Woohoo! Well, welcome everybody. I'm Ken Ingram. Just a little bit about the my company, the Achievement Center, was founded in 1984, not by me, but that's 41 years ago, and we're still in business. That's a pretty damn good track record, in my opinion. We're 4 owners, 3 in Ontario, 1 in Montreal. I opened the office here in Montreal in 2002. That was after 9/11. I was an aerospace test engineer with Bombardier Aerospace for 20 years. And my job was to certify the aircraft. So I'd like to tell people that I'm in business to help you fly faster than your competitors. I'm like a springboard to launch you and your business up into the sky and to get those results that very few people have seen. We have flagship programs. Well, what are they? Well, pure selling. Why pure selling? First off, sales skills and business development is so important. And most of us get into business because of a passion we have, and we do quite well maybe for the first 1 or 2 years, and then the wheels sort of fall off the truck or whatever we're driving, and so sales skills becomes very important. I remember when I first opened the business back in 2002, I had leadership, I had strategy, I had all these things that from my career and my teachings and my university training, etc. I didn't have sales skills. So I learned the very same program that I teach today, pure selling. Pure selling is great. Milestones, our strategic planning program, is really a brainstorming process to help you flush out the ideas. Before you even make a business plan, you have to know where you want to be going. And this is, we sort of do a business plan and hope for the best, but we haven't done this massive brainstorming process. And that's why we created milestones. And result-centered leadership, well, you want to be the one person everyone will want to follow. And actually, Farrell Hammond Freeman, he followed both the milestones and the pure selling program back in 2004. And then I put him front page of the Montreal Gazette business section, which was an awesome.
2004, so it was 20 years ago, Ken?
Yes,
Wow.
sir. Yes, sir. We've been friends a long time.
Jeez.
But
Okay,
I tell you, you, my best student.
I know, right? I've done a lot with the knowledge. I do have to say, I talk about it all the time, but
Yeah, and
even the skills to build the OFC, actually, I credit it to what I learned.
and Big Will has been a great student as well, and that's how I kind of developed the nickname Uncle Ken.
That's it.
Thanks a lot, Big Will. I appreciate that. And presentation skills. We got to have the confidence to stand up in front of people. I can teach you how to do that. I had a good friend of mine who was a pastor in the ministry, and he called me up one day and he said, Ken, I have to go down to Orlando for Dragon's Den competition to win $20,000 for my church. And I said, oh, that sounds like a ton of fun. Come on over to the office and I'll spend 1 hour with you. I spent 1 hour with him, taught him everything he needed to do. I said, this is what you've got to share with them. You got to hold their attention span is very small. So I said, you have 3.5 minutes. So we crafted this speech. I told him you got to go home, practice, and go down and win that money. Well, on the Monday morning, so he flew down on the Friday. He was in the Dragon's Den on the Saturday, and on the Monday morning there was Chris with a $20,000 check. Wow! So I can teach you some great presentation skills, but I'm sure Tashana can as well. Our programs are university quality. We focus on paced and spaced learning. Why? Because it increases your retention, and if you can increase your retention, you can use it more effectively. Our programs, we want to tap into the senses. So we've got exercises, we've got audio, we got internet exercises. You got your trainer and your coach, me, and Uncle Ken does not disappear. Proven results, 41 years in business. We must be doing something right. And I like to say we focus on cash. And a lot of us think it's all about money. No, it's your brain. Your brain's the muscle. It's your attitude, your knowledge, your attitude, your skills, and your habits. That's the real cash. So if you can tap into that, you can get amazing results. But let's get on to what I wanted to talk to you about. So our program, Pure Selling, we call it the ultimate sales development process. Everything has changed in the economy. We have to recognize that. So we have to do things differently. Success. How can we be successful if we never thought about what success means to us? The selling professional. Well, it's not really about the selling professional. It's about being a solutions provider today. Having a confident attitude, very important, because you've got to have a positive mental attitude and you have to have a confident mental attitude. Positive is what you believe in your head. Confidence is what you project. And then seeing the people, where are we going to find our prospects? How do we build relationships? How do we have a profitable client strategy? The 20-80 rule, going back to Pareto, famous, it still works today, still works today. How do we get referrals? The OFC is a great place to come, but you got to learn how to do it if you want to connect with those OFC members. How do we ask questions? How do we present ourselves? What about asking for action? Maybe we're too busy selling, we forgot about to listen. Can you listen yourself out of a sale? No. Can you talk yourself out of a sale? Oh, many of us do. But maybe we can learn how to do things a little differently. And lastly, minimizing and handling objections. These are things that you need to know as business owners. And that's why this is so important. It doesn't matter what business you're in, a nonprofit, same thing. A profitable business, same thing. These are the skills that you need. And this is why sales is so important. So what's really, really important here? Well, going back to, I talked about goal setting in the beginning. Make them smart. If you don't know how to do it properly, I'll teach it to you. How to develop profitable client strategies, getting referrals, I'll teach it to you. How do you set appointments? How do you do the interview? You got to be constantly asking questions. Asking questions keeps you in control. When they start asking you questions, you're starting to lose control. So what about how do you build relationships? You know, what are their needs? Compliment them. Don't talk too much. Don't sell in the wrong place. You're never going to sell in Tim Hortons. Get a private, nice, quiet place to talk about what you do and learn about them. Take the time to learn about them. It's not just about yourself as well. How do you arouse interest? Well, the reason I ask, oh, you're asking it for a specific reason. Oh, I guess I will ask. I guess I will answer your question. These are all the things that you need to know as an entrepreneur. And if you're not good at any one of them, maybe you're going to fail. You've spent all that time doing your research, finding the customers, making the appointment. You get to the appointment, you're there for half an hour, 45 minutes, and you failed. Why would you want to go into a situation and fail? Why not set yourself up to win? So we've got some great tools and ideas. If you're a nonprofit, I've worked with nonprofits. They've made good connections. They've recruited great sponsors and that to help them to grow their business. So these are tools and ideas. Checking questions, one of those items there. In your opinion, do you feel? You got to watch for the buying signals. So there's so many things in the sales process that we think we know, but there's so many things in the sales process that we don't know. But if you're not good at 1, 2, 3, any of these items, then it may be worth taking our sales pure selling program, the ultimate sales development process. I would love to have you work with me. Farrell Hammond worked with me, his brother Solo, Corey, Neve. We had so much fun back in 2004, 20 years ago. Oh my God.
You
I
know,
didn't think I was that old, Farrell.
tell me about it. I'm looking at the time. I see we have about 3 minutes left before we wrap up.
Yeah.
Were you done? If
I was done. I was done.
Yeah.
I was trying to use my time effectively, but just to give
Good.
you a sense of what the sales process flow chart looks like.
Yeah, well, of course. Well, Ken,
And that thing is holy jamoly. There's so much we need to learn. Why don't we take the time to learn?
well, exactly that. Now, and also like one of the things that like I feel like the biggest takeaway for us, like when we had taken the course, was to like to know when to ask for the sale,
Yeah.
like to know like it's
Asking
being
for
able to ask
action.
the right questions,
Yeah.
and just knowing when and how to ask for the sale. Now, did anybody have any questions about anything that Ken shared? Because if not, then oh, you could stop sharing your end, Ken.
Actually, I had a question right quick.
Sure.
I know you had actually, I don't know if it's Ken or Fred that I could ask. You said 80% subsidized by what does that mean? How does that work?
Afro entrepreneur. So basically, what we did, we created a group course with Ken. So instead of people taking it as individuals, we're creating a group between 10 to 12 people.
Yeah.
And then that course itself, so that group course, Afro Entrepreneur is subsidizing 80% of the cost for each individual who's taking the course. So you only have to pay the 20% difference. All right. So that is exceptional.
You have to have some skin
Especially,
in the game,
yeah, well, of course, but you know
but
what they
it's
say.
small skin in the game.
Yeah, you don't value anything you don't pay for. So you got to pay for, you got to put something into it. But 20% of the course, the cost of the course is
80%.
exceptional. So, yeah, having 80% subsidized and only having to pay 20 is exceptional, especially for the value that you get out of the course.
Yeah. So we're trying to put a group of 10 to 12 people together to benefit from a sales program that's going to last 4 months.
So Ken, I was gonna ask, so as we're wrapping up, so if you have to leave us with one nugget in terms of what we look for, what is one of the buying signs? Like when you're asking questions, what would you say would be one of the buying signs that a potential customer could show you, could give you?
They change their habits, they change their behaviors.
Mm.
All of a sudden they're looking at whatever material you put on the table, or all of a sudden they say, "Oh, I'm sorry, did you want something to drink? I completely forgot." So it shows that they just don't want to get rid of you. It shows that they want you to stay a little longer.
Mm-hmm.
They've changed their behaviors. And that's a buying signal we often miss.
Mm-hmm.
So
Thank you.
yeah, and so that, but
I'm
there's so
just,
many intricate, interesting things that we can learn about people and their behaviors in
Mhm.
order to, and a lot of times, okay, a lot of times you should expect 4 no's. It doesn't mean they're not interested in doing business with you. It only means that you haven't given them enough information.
Very.
But we take the first no and we say, "Oh, okay, I guess you're not interested. Goodbye." You've given up too easily.
Yeah, exactly. That was another one. Ken, this has been huge. Thank you for these nuggets. Looking forward for the community to be able to participate in the workshop that you're setting up. Guys, as you guys know, it's 8:30 and it's 8:31. I like to close. So with that, I'm going to close this up. I am always grateful to life, God, our creator, and our ancestors just for creating these type of opportunities for us to be able to get together. And I just ask that life continue to bless each and every one of you guys who are on here today. Continue to bless your business, continue to bless your life and your families, that you guys be able to continue to grow and expand, and come again next week and invite a friend. Peace and blessings, guys. Be safe, and we'll be in touch very soon. Thank you guys for being here. Cool.